Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Being Booky. If you watched yesterday's video and you've already read the book, then you will want this one. It is a spoiler alert review of Dry by Neil, whatever his last name is. I still don't know because it's the same day. But if you have not read it, I strongly advise you to please just go back and watch my previous video that is spoiler free so that we don't ruin anything for you guys, because that's no fun. So I'll give you a sec, let you leave, and not be spoiled. And we should be good. And if not, then I can't do anything more. I tried. So, like I said, it was definitely very good. Where to start? I always struggle with these reviews because I don't know what to talk about. It was definitely very intense in the last scenes, or like the last few scenes with Garrett and Alyssa, and Kelton with the wildfire and the cliff. I don't want to dive too deep into it because even though it's a spoiler review video, I don't want to say all of the things. Definitely intense. Mostly tense than intense. And because I was cleaning while I was doing this, I didn't really stop for water that much, so I was actually thirsty while listening to most of this, which was interesting. Quite interesting. I'm glad that there wasn't a lot of violence in it, though. Like, it was described that there was for certain areas and other people, but it wasn't, like, prevalent in the storyline, except for, like, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, like with Brady and the brothers, the adult brothers. And it definitely seemed very scarily realistic of society, honestly, and people, and the way that people would probably react in something like that. That'd freak me out. I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't anything like that, but, you know. Oh, I literally laughed out loud, well, no, I did not literally laugh out loud. I almost laughed out loud when Alyssa said to Kelton that he's officially upgraded from creepy neighbor kid, and I just jostled my entire camera, which I hate when I do that, but that was so funny. And honestly, I'm surprised that it actually didn't dive into anything with romantic interests. I mean, it had a little bit of that at the beginning with what Kelton was interested in to begin with and how he was attracted to Alyssa, but it didn't actually dive deep into that, which I was pleasantly surprised, which I'm not against, because if you know me, you know that I don't typically read romance, though I am going to be a little more open to the general aspect of it, not necessarily a romance book, but if it has that more prevalent, as long as it's done well, and the storyline is really good as well, then I think I can handle it a little bit more now. No promises, though. I'll probably read something that has it done badly, and then I'll be off of it for another chunk of time, who knows how long. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, because they could have easily brought that into an actual relationship, but they actually managed to keep it survival friendship, if that's the thing, but it's probably just friendship, but... Oh, yeah, and the way that Kelton's family describes with the sheep and the wolves, and I don't remember if there was a third one or if they just called it the balance between them. I don't remember if it was like a specified category or if they just considered themselves the balance, but it was actually a pretty cool analogy and way to illustrate that. So yeah, I'm realizing, like I said with the Kelton thing and Alyssa, because there was a couple of times where there was basically banter. I wouldn't necessarily call it that because, like I said, it didn't develop into an official relationship, but I do like it with that, and I thought it was actually kind of cute. I know, if you know me in real life, or if you watch me long enough and you know my personality mostly, then that will sound weird coming from me for you, especially, actually, if you know me from in real life, because I don't usually say stuff like that. But hey, what can I say? It was cute. What do you want me to say? I don't know if there's that much for me to add on to that. I think I went through most of it. If I have any final thoughts, then I will either record a quick short to insert into here right after, or I will put it on the screen if it's quick enough. But otherwise, I think that's all I have for you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye!